Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Abel Vasquez Asuna and this is the information project for my English 2010 class. I like to call it the healthcare cost crisis. Before we begin though, I'd like to help define some medical jargon terms so that you can better understand this presentation and better understand your very own health insurance documents when you get letters in the mail or when you're trying to look for better health insurance. According to healthcare.gov or dictionary.com, the following should be great definitions to help you understand what we are talking about. To begin with, a deductible is the amount of money you pay in healthcare costs before your insurance helps cover you. A copayment is a fixed amount payment for your medical expenses after you've hit your deductible. An out-of-pocket maximum is the highest amount of money you have to pay for healthcare costs in a year. Afterwards, your insurance will pay for the rest of the year. A premium is the amount paid by the policyholder, that's you, for coverage under contract. This is a monthly fee to help cover some basic needs, such as clinic visits and or a little bit of prescribed medicines, such as those things. An overhead cost, while it's not exactly pertaining to medical jargon, is the fixed cost of running a business. I will be talking about this possibly later on in the presentation, and I just want everybody to make sure that we all understand these terms. Now let's continue. This chart is the main reason why I've made this presentation. Medical costs are increasing. This chart is a Medicaid spending history and forecast in the United States from the year 2000 to 2016. The blue represent how much we've spent. The gray from 2017 to 2027 represents a forecast of approximately what people are thinking Medicaid will spend that year. And just by simply looking at it, it's only going uphill. Just from 2000 to 2016, we can see that the spending doubled in just 16 years, and from 2016 to 2027, 11 years, it will double again. Now, it's the year 2017, and we're just 10 short years away from spending over $600 billion in Medicaid spending. This is a very horrible realization, but let's figure out maybe why. Why is U.S. healthcare so expensive? Well, let me start with some facts real quick. The United States has one of the most expensive healthcare systems in the world. A fifth of our total costs is just on administrative purposes, and the cost of health insurance as a whole has only continued to increase, as I previously mentioned. Now, let's look at some reasons why. The U.S. healthcare is expensive. You know it, I know it, your neighbor knows it. The system is expensive because of many reasons, though. Aging, we're getting older, and we need more healthcare. Better and expensive technology. We're coming up with better ways to fight diseases, but that also comes at a higher cost. Many people, because of aging, we're having to run into chronic diseases, such as many kinds of pains, or many different chronic diseases that last a long time. Those are not easy to treat, and they're expensive to maintain. Another reason why it's expensive is because we have a lot of preventable diseases that we're treating, such as diabetes, obesity, and cancer. Cancer can be detected early, that's why it's considered a preventable disease. A good quote from the Health Information Technology Foundation states that between 1960 and 2009, the average cost of healthcare in the United States increased from about $147 to $8,086 per person per year. That's a 55 times increase in just 50 years. Another reason why the healthcare is expensive is because paperwork. According to Aliyah Jiwani and all of her contributors, BIR cost, billing and insurance related costs, represented 18% of the U.S. healthcare. That's almost a fifth. Out of $100 that you pay for healthcare, 20 of those dollars goes to just billing you. That's right. Another great strong quote from Aliyah and all of her contributors is that billing and insurance costs in the U.S. healthcare system totaled approximately $471 billion in 2012. That's 5 years ago. It can only have increased. That's an average cost also. Now let's just look at one disease. It's kind of hard to be able to look at all the diseases and see exactly how much it's getting cost. So we're just going to take a look at one disease and see how it's increased. Cancer, a horrible disease, very hard to treat. According to Angela and all of her contributors, who wrote a great article on the projections of the cost of cancer care in the United States, projecting from 2010 to 2020, they projected that the total cost of cancer care in 2020 is projected to be $173 billion, which represents a 39% increase in just from 2010, in just 10 years. In 10 years, it'll have increased 40%. It's the year 2017. We're 3 years away from that. We're 3 years away from paying approximately 173 billion US dollars for all this cost. In a great interesting interview with Grace Faulkner, a case manager assistant at Intermountain Healthcare, she comes to state to me that, as it states right here on the screen, that I think we need to take back a lot of power back from health insurances. Health insurances, or at least the private health insurance sector, has a lot of effect on our health insurance because since they are the ones providing payments for hospitals, hospitals have to almost swerve or sway their way on what they want to charge people. This is a great interview if you want to see or hear how the health insurance world looks from the inside, from the case manager assistant point of view. It's a wonderful interview. I got to learn a lot, and you guys will surely enjoy it. It's very short, but she states that there's not a lot of education out there on how insurances work, that many people don't really understand that the difference between deductible, co-payments, all this jargon, it's very confusing, and health insurances are not exactly doing the best. But let's take a look at how some of the things are changing. President Barack Obama, a few years back, began the Affordable Care Act, or as some of you may know it, Obamacare. This was the first major attempt to help fix some of the problems that we are currently facing of health insurance. The main goals were to make it affordable, open to everyone, and no denial due to previous existing conditions. This past year, though, major changes have occurred where, with Obamacare possibly being repealed, this has come because of our presidential change from President Barack Obama to President Donald Trump. There are many sources that you can look up to and look through to understand that healthcare is only increasing. These are just a few of the ones that I have used, but most of the projections only state that healthcare is increasing. Unfortunately, this is a problem that, as much as we're trying to change, it's going to be really hard to change. I hope you've all enjoyed my presentation, and I hope that you all take away something from it. It has really been joyful to present this to you, and I hope that you've all learned that our healthcare system is in a bit of a crisis, and that there are solutions out there that we can try to get a hold of. Thank you very much for watching my presentation, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.